Hey guys, my name is Adam Jason and I am the founder of BRRRR.com. I wanted to make this short video today to respond to some questions I've been getting from clients, some questions I've been seeing posted in our Facebook group and other forums about issues that people are running into in the refinancing portion of their BRRRR transactions. So as you know, with the BRRRR strategy for investing in real estate, now the third BRRRR is the refinancing portion, where you've already bought a property, rehabbed it, stabilized it with a tenant, and now you're going to a bank or other lender to pull your capital back out so that you can go on to another project. Unfortunately, in light of the COVID situation and all the craziness that's going on, people are running into issues with that because they may have had unemployment come up, a reduction in income, banks are tightening their lending standards, a whole host of factors that can eliminate or jeopardize the traditional timeline that we have on the refinance portion. So usually the process is refinancing a property after 6 months of purchase. A lot of people are going to their bank before that, or thinking about it as they're acquiring properties and realizing that 6-month timeline might not hold. Other people are facing deadlines from private lenders or hard money lenders where they need to refinance so that they can pay back the loans that they got from those lenders. So I wanted to discuss those two scenarios. Think about ways that you can take some of that risk out of the BRRRR strategy and those kind of issues that we're facing in this uncertain time. I guess I'll break it down into two scenarios. The first is the hard money private lender situation. So under that fact pattern, you're going to have a loan that you get. It's usually going to be short term, call it a year, where you're going to use the loan to acquire the property, potentially do some construction with that money, and then you're going to get a year after to pay that loan back. One thing I really suggest that you talk to your private lenders about now is building yourself in some more time so that 12 months becomes 18 months, potentially 24. It may very well be worth the additional money that you are asked to pay so that you buy yourself that additional time. Definitely something to think about and a conversation you should have in case you run into issues with your more traditional lender on the back end, or if something unfortunate comes up where you have a change in employment or loss of income, and that jeopardizes your ability to get that traditional loan that you can then use to repay your hard money lender. So give yourself a little bit of extra time. If you're a cash buyer and you're working more exclusively with traditional lenders, when you're doing your numbers, and you can do it all at BRRRR.com, and we have all the calculators and tools there you need, make sure that you're factoring in a potential time period greater than 6 months where you're actually going to have to leave your cash in the property. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and I'm doing it myself with one of my properties, and it helps from a cash flow perspective because you're not paying a loan with the cash flow that you would have if you did go through that refinance period. But it's just making sure that you're not counting on that money coming back to you in 6 months or any short time period. So give yourself some flexibility there. One thing I had luck doing with a bank that I work with, which you might want to consider, is putting on reserve with them a deposit that covers a certain period of the mortgage payment from the refinance. So with one bank that I work with, I was able to work with them to put 12 months of future mortgage payments on reserve for them. So that gave them some comfort around the refinance, because their standards have just gotten so tight, and the number of properties I had kind of jeopardized the ability to do that refinance in a timely period. So have those conversations. At BRRRR.com, we have an interview tool that you can use to help your mind and your memory think of the questions that you might want to ask to traditional lenders, your private lenders, hard money folks, so that you're thinking about all these up front. I hate to see you jump into an investment and only find out later on that the money that you need to come back to you for for any kind of purpose in the refinance is going to take more time than you expect. So something to think about, something to be alerted to. Would love to hear any feedback you have or other strategies that you guys are using to deal with this issue that we're all facing in light of the COVID situation, and how you may have been able to get through the refinance portion of your deals. And I'm sure the community of BRRRR investors would love to hear it as well. So leave your comments in the video, below the video, and I will continue to share my thoughts and information that I'm getting on this, always changing and fluid times that we're going through now. But I wish you guys the best. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.